Welcome, Rangers fans, to our midweek coaches show, where, as always, we'll recap what's happened in the last 7 days here at Smithson Valley and look ahead to the next 7 days of what's to come. And we will start with our varsity football team. Last Friday, went over to Boerne and played the Champion Chargers. A game with a lot of district championship playoff implications, and we were able to come away with a 49-14 victory. Score ends up being a little misleading. We're able to pull away. We're in for quite a battle there for a long time. They went down and scored on their first drive, and we were able to match it, but then they went right back down and scored again, and we were able to match it. And, a 21-14 margin for us at the half, but fortunately we played a good second half and were able to pull away and get a big win to move to 5-0 in district play. So Coach Westphal is here as our defensive coordinator. Kind of like got a tiger by the tail when they have the football.
Yes, sir. They were very explosive, and we didn't get off to a great start. They hit us with some explosive plays.
Right.
Got up on us, and I was really proud of our kids and staying calm and kind of calming the waters, and started bringing a little more pressure, trying to put some pressure on the quarterback, and we're able to fix some of our deficiencies in coverage, and pressure had a lot to do with that. So it was just a good overall team defensive adjustment. And really proud of our kids for settling in after that point.
Yeah, it can't always go well on either side of the ball, and certainly that was the case early on. But their quarterback, very elusive, very strong arm, very accurate arm, and of course, then it even gets worse when you do get pressure on him and you can't get him. Then he's off running, or he can extend the play or make yards with his legs. And but at the end of the night, we had 5 takeaways.
Yes, sir. I was pleased with our kids. I don't think we had a sack in the game,
right.
But we were able to get him out of his comfort zone a little bit. Like you said, he's such an explosive player,
right?
And but we got him to throw some balls up that under duress that our kids did a good job of intercepting and making some big plays out of it.
Yeah, you bet. Anytime you can get 5 takeaways, you got a great chance to win. And I think our offense took care of the football, didn't turn it over any. We did have 1 special teams turnover, but 5-1 in turnovers makes a big difference because our explosive plays were tied. We gave up 7 and we created 7, so no real advantage there. Coach Glenn Hill's here, our offensive coordinator. Very tough defense to go against in Champion, and the little kind of the same song, second verse, kind of rough going in the early parts.
Yeah, it was a little back and forth early, and I know we were just proud of our kids for how they would respond. They went down and scored 7-0, and we answered, and then it was 14-7, and then we answered. I thought they did a good job of just staying calm and cool on the sidelines and just saying, hey, next series, let's go and get after it. And I did a good job presenting some plays that we've had success with this year in a different way and kind of spread the ball out. I believe we had 8 different guys get significant touches in the game. Which is always good to spread out the love a little bit. They executed in the second half, and we were able to pull away thanks to a lot of turnovers, and we took care of the football on our end. I think we were smart. Rylan Walker played a great game and was really safe with the football, but at the same time showcased his arm and got it to our playmakers on the edge. And 2 other guys that stuck out to me a lot were our tight end fullbacks, Cade Dornberg and Preston Baker. Thought they had phenomenal games blocking. They did not catch the football. They didn't carry the football, but they definitely made an impact in the game.
No doubt, and I thought we were very balanced between the run and the pass, which is always our goal, one of our aims, and took care of the ball, as you said, and created enough plays to where we could pull away. And then our special teams played extremely well. We did create 1 turnover. Daniel De Hoyos went down there and knocked the ball loose on a kickoff right after we had scored to widen the lead. And now we had a short field. We went in and scored again and widened it even more, and that was very, very big. And of course, Clay Amaya continues to be a threat, with his kickoffs, pinning the opponents deep in their territory. So that's a tremendous advantage for our defense to always many times put the opposing offense on a long field. So, those are some of the things that, that we felt we did well. Champion, who's very much on their way to being a playoff team, was a real formidable opponent, but we do win, and we go to 5-0 with 2 weeks to go, and we have an opportunity now with 2 games to go to be the district champion, and our first opportunity to clinch the district championship will be this Friday night here at Ranger Stadium against Hayes. we're going to talk about that game and that opportunity here when we get back, but we're going to send it now to Coach Melissa Miller.
Thanks, Coach. Congrats to you guys for a huge win over Bernie Champion last Friday. Speaking of wins, let's talk about the rest of our athletics. Cross country this past Monday had their regional meet in Corpus Christi. Huge congrats to that entire team. Our boys team all advanced to the regional meet. Girls, Mia Perez ran, and Mia brought home 7th yesterday, which qualifies her to move on to the state meet. So congratulations to Mia, but congratulations to our entire boys team. Coach Hall, Coach Nunley, all those early mornings, they really do a great job. But again, huge shout out to Mia Perez for qualifying 7th overall in the region. So she will move on to state in Round Rock in a couple of weeks. Volleyball had a tough 4-set loss to Canyon last Tuesday. Our JV team did bring home the win, so they are currently 12-1. And was really proud of the girls. After that loss on Tuesday, we rebounded and had a big program sweep over at Champion on Friday. So winding up the district season, we've got one more. We'll talk about that, where you can catch us in a little bit. But first, obviously, this is not Miss Snyder that's here with us today. She couldn't be here. So we have got former Ranger football and baseball coach, current Ranger assistant principal, Mr. Daggy. How are you?
I'm good. How
Thanks
are
for filling in. I'm good,
yeah.
thanks. He's going to talk to us about our student and teacher of the week.
Thank you. Well, I'm on camera. That's all that matters. Anyway, student of the week. I want to congratulate Christian Stauffer. Christian is not only an outstanding student, but also a very polite young man. Christian is meticulous in his work and wrapped up the first 9 weeks with a 100 environmental systems. He has already started strong the second 9 weeks with 100 on his biomes research presentation. Rather than choose a biome from the provided list showing great initiative, he selected a microbiome. I wish I knew what that was.
I was going to ask if you knew.
I have no idea.
Okay.
To research. He is always respectful to faculty and other students. Way to go, Christian. Congratulations on a great
Congrats,
first night.
Christian. And that was obviously a nomination written from one of his teachers.
Correct.
So congrats to him. And then teacher of the week. This person was nominated twice. So
This person is a very outstanding teacher. I know her well. Teacher of the week, Miss Carrie Redinger. Congratulations, Miss Redinger. Despite the stressful week and challenging time of year, Carrie Redinger exuded a positive, can-do attitude approaching her role as a tutor for our STAR retesters. Ms. Redinger went out of her way to create and provide a folder with backup assignments for the year to use in ISS. She was thinking ahead, and I appreciate her time and thought preparing backup work for students so they don't fall behind and making sure everyone has work on hand for ISS. I appreciate her focus on what is best for the kids, because that is important. Teaching is tough, but working with people like Ms. Redinger reminds me to keep my why at the forefront of my actions and attitude. She inspires me, and it is an honor to work with her. Congratulations, Ms. Carrie Redinger. Great job. Super proud of you. I want to go ahead and add at the end, want to congratulate our band on advancing to the area competition this Saturday at the P Field in P. Pflugerville. It's really the field in Pflugerville, but it starts with the P, so P Field at Pflugerville. Please go out and support them. Congratulations. We're looking for them to try to advance on to the next round.
yeah, congrats to band. And if you're looking to find the rest of our groups this week, let's talk about where you can find them. So volleyball finishes up our district season tonight. So last game for JV and freshmen here at Smithson Valley. We would love to have a good crowd for those guys. We play Seguin at 7 p.m. Prior to the game, we will have a little senior night recognition for our 7 seniors. So if you've got nothing to do tonight, we'd love to have you out here in the Smithson Valley gym celebrating those seniors and our freshmen in JV on their last game of the season.
Fun to watch.
Let's hope so.
Well, that's fun to watch.
Cross country, we talked a little bit. Mia will advance to the state meet. That is not going to be until Friday, November 3rd in Round Rock, but put it on your calendar if you've got nothing to do. I know Mia and Coach Nunley and Coach Hall would appreciate the support. And now we're getting into basketball season.
It is that time.
Yeah, girls basketball started last week. This Saturday, they will host their first scrimmages of the season here in the Smithson Valley gym against Bernie, Incarnate Word, and Johnson. Those will start at 9, so if you've got nothing to do this Saturday, you can come up here, catch a little glimpse of our girls in their preseason. And then our boys basketball starts tomorrow, day 1. Mm-hmm. So I know Coach Thornton's fired up, talked to him this morning. They've had a really good preseason, really good off season. He said the kids are excited. If you are wanting to try out, that is happening tomorrow. So get with Coach Thornton, get any information that you need. But good luck to basketball as they really start going. Again, congrats and good luck to Mia as she advances. Good luck to volleyball tonight in their last district game. Good luck to band this Saturday. And obviously, good luck to football this Friday, taking on the Hayes Hawks here in the Rangers Stadium at 7. We are here at the Rangers Stadium, but I hear that Coach Hill has a bunch of history about the Hayes Stadium.
At Hayes Consolidated High School.
Yes. So let's go to Coach Hill, find out a little bit more about the stadium that Hayes calls home.
Well, Hayes, the Hayes Hawks and all the Hayes ISD schools, there's 3 high schools now, play at Shelton Stadium, as you mentioned. That's named for Bob Shelton, Coach Bob Shelton, a longtime coach at Hayes High School, the only school he ever coached at, 40-odd years. He's a Hall of Honor member. Consider him a friend now. We didn't really like him for when we used to compete against him all the time, because there's a reason he's in the Hall of Honor and won hundreds of games. But we've had some wars with those guys when Coach Shelton was there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they were always extremely well coached, physical, and it was usually a knockdown, drag-out affair.
Yeah, oftentimes with the district championship on the line. Winner gets it, loser doesn't. And Coach Shelton still lives in the area up there. See him, speak to him from time to time. And
I've had the honor of playing against him for a district championship and coaching against him for a district championship.
How'd you do?
We won.
Okay, all right.
But we won some and lost a couple in there too.
Yeah, I remember that first time we played them up there for the district championship.
Yeah.
I think it was '96. That one didn't end too well.
Yeah.
It was time to get on bus and come home, but we got them the next year, sure did. And so, but anyway, we hope Coach Shelton's doing well, and we're honored to play in his stadium and talk about him today. But we do have the Hayes Hawks, Coach Shelton's old team, coming into town this week, and it is our first opportunity to win a district championship. We'll be the outright champion if we can win this game Friday. And let's talk about Hayes a little bit. They're a little off schedule. We played a few teams like that this year who very sound in what they do, but it's not the norm. And I would say that probably describes their offense.
Yes, sir. They're not like anybody we've played this year, but like you said, they're different than the other teams. They run a misdirection type offense. They're pulling guards and got 2-3 running backs running all different directions.
Right.
Could hand it to any of them. We'll have to do a really good job this week of being locked in on our keys, reacting to what we see, and much like an option team, it's a little bit responsibility-oriented football.
Right.
I mean, we're going to have to make some solo tackles at times, and yet try to populate the football.
Right. Eye discipline be important.
Yes,
you can't go where you think the ball is. You may not know where the ball is. You better go where your area of responsibility is, and trust the other players to do the same. And so we'll have our hands full. We got to get ready for that style of offense in just a few days. So that's what always makes it tough. Defensively, same, only different.
Same, only different. Definitely a week we have to just trust our rules and know our assignments. They're predominantly a 3-3 stack team about 50% of the time, but they'll play some 4-2 and change guys up. They have a lot of really multiple guys that they'll play on the second level, on the defensive line, even drop them back into the secondary. So we'll just have to be clued in on that and identify what front they're in and really just trust what our scheme is and not guess, because they could be playing their 3-3 stack and we think maybe we've got that figured out, and then the next play they could be in a 4-2. We just have to be ready for it. Any play they could be in a new look for us, and they're extremely sound in all of their fronts, not like one's weaker than the other.
Right.
So whatever they come out in, we'll need to identify it and just block our rules and trust that.
No doubt, and they've got a real talented kicker to go along with that. Very, very strong leg, very adept at onside kicking, and they will surprise onsides at different times, not necessarily in a typical onside situation, maybe end the game. And so we've got our hands full, but we do have a lot to play for. And number one, we get to play again at home at Ranger Stadium. That's one thing. And then number two, we have a chance to win the district championship at home. And so we hope you'll come out and watch us here at Ranger Stadium on Friday at 7 o'clock and come cheer on the Rangers. If you can't make it, of course, the game will be broadcast afterwards on delay broadcast. You can watch it that way or do both. So thank you for being here today, and we'll see you next time.